Discretion is advised.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Marley and I are out here in the mountains. This is a new location to us that I found on Google Earth. I figured I'd bring you guys along. We'll do a little bit of hunting, a little bit of exploring. And for this trip I brought the Daystate Huntsman Revere in .22 caliber. Now I spent a good part of the morning getting this thing dialed in at 30 yards. And it's putting out just about 28 foot-pounds with the 18 grain JSBs. I've got the 0 decibel moderator out front. This thing is really quiet. And this is just one of my favorite guns to use out in the field. It's lightweight, it's durable, and it's just a very accurate, simple gun that we're easily able to carry for a lot of this hunting that we do. So we are going to be doing quite a bit of hiking today. I've got some water, I've got some snacks, and we're just going to hike up this dry creek bed, which looks as though it just goes into a dead-end canyon with a lot of trees. And so I'm hoping along the way maybe we can get some ground squirrels, and ultimately I'm hoping we can get a tree squirrel later on this afternoon. And then we're going to head back, and Marley and I will probably camp here. So I got this guy at 47 yards. I saw him sunning himself up on this fell tree here. And they blend in really well, but if you're familiar with their habitat and kind of where they like to hang out, you can spot them. I know there's more of them out here because I see some fell trees that are similar to this, and chances are there's ground squirrels there. You just got to find a spot in the shade that you can sit and wait for them to come out. So I was able to get that guy down at about 35 yards, and we do have quite a bit of breeze up here, which hopefully will die down as we get into the later afternoon, but it doesn't make it very easy for a lot of the further shots. We've been hiking for a little ways, and I did see a big pile of fresh bear scat, and so we're gonna have to keep an eye on that situation. Most likely it was just passing through. This isn't typically an area that you see a lot of bears, but all that can change in the early morning and late evening. So Marley and I found a pretty nice spot here. It's next to a creek. There is a little bit of water. We got some green grass. I'm seeing a lot of remnants from the pine cones. This is an active area. We just gotta sit and be patient, and hopefully we'll be able to spot some of these squirrels up in the canopy. And sometimes they are on the ground, and that's usually when you can make a pretty good shot on them. Once they're up in the tree, they're really difficult to spot unless they move or they jump from branch to branch. So we got this guy at about 15 yards. I'd spotted him right at the base of the tree, and by the time I got the camera rolling, he was already up probably about 15-20 yards up in the tree. And so I was able to take a pretty good shot on him, made it right in the neck, and he fell down. And Marley clobbered him pretty good. And so we got this guy. I know there's more. It's just a lot of real thick brush and trees, and you kind of just got to find an area and sit, and sometimes you can just spot them. Usually morning and late afternoon is pretty good because they seem to be on the ground a little more than during the middle of a day. Marley and I are just taking a little break in the shade, getting some water, and it's thankfully not too hot. It's probably in the mid 70s. And we're just sitting and we're looking for movement, and I did find a few areas that had a lot of pine cones where you could tell they'd been sitting up in the canopy eating, and all the remnants from that will fall to the base of the tree. That's usually where I like to start looking for them. But they're definitely here. A few minutes ago I heard one of them in the distance. But you just got to be patient because they're so difficult to spot. Well guys, I really hope you enjoyed coming along with Marley and I. We had a lot of fun out here. It was good to explore a new area. The Huntsman Revere worked fantastic. You guys know I really like this gun. Highly recommend it for any of you guys that want to do small game hunting and you're looking for a classic style gun. I think this is just a fantastic one. But if you're interested in any of the gear we used, I will leave links for that in the description. Really appreciate you guys, and we'll see you on the next one. If you guys enjoy this content and you're willing to support us and you enjoy coffee as much as I do, I encourage you to visit our shop page. We have a newly designed labeled coffee from Mountain Sport Airguns called Headshot. It's really good coffee, and the proceeds to that go directly back into the channel. You can visit our shop page at mountainsportairguns.com, and it's a good way to support us.